Are we really surprised? What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming to my second episode of Miranda Mumbles. Are we really actually surprised that I was ever a pageant girl? I mean, really? I grew up to be a professional princess, for Pete's sake. I really don't find it all that surprising. Yeah. So I was talking to my friend the other day, and I happened to bring up in casual conversation that I used to do pageants. And she turned and she looked at me and she went, "You what?" And I was like, is it really all that surprising? I grew up to be a professional princess, but I kind of had to explain to her why I ever got into beauty pageants. And it got me thinking, like, why do girls ever get into beauty pageants? So here are my 8 reasons why I ever got into doing beauty pageants. Let's go. First off, you won money. For a 14-year-old, $500 was a lot of money. Now, we're not going to talk about the fact that the dress actually cost like $800. That's beside the point. I didn't buy a real expensive pageant gown probably until my junior year of high school. My first really expensive pageant dress was actually my senior year, and I actually used it for my prom dress too. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but it doesn't matter because I've used it like 100 times. You made money doing pageants. And a lot of that was for your education. A lot of it went towards winning money for scholarships and education. It was great. Point number 2, it was an amazing way to meet people. When you are a very awkward teenager, this was my way of meeting people. Because I did beauty pageants is actually one of the reasons that I ended up starting up my company. I'm not even joking. My first business partner ever came from the pageant world. Number 3, pageants actually taught me how to interview. There were several different types of interviews that you could do. You could do panel interviewing or you could do round robins. Panel interviewing was where you met all of the judges all at once, and there were anywhere from 5 to 7 judges, and they would all fire questions at you all at the same time. It was nerve-wracking, it was crazy, and you learned a whole heck of a lot just from sitting down with a group of people who were asking you a bunch of really hard questions. In pageant interviews, they ask you anywhere from political questions and what's going on in the world to things over your resume or how you actually feel about a certain topic. And it's not so much about the answer that you give, but how you present the answer. Point number 4, it's Georgia. Everyone is doing pageants in Georgia. Not everyone did it, but I did, because it's what all the pretty girls were doing. So, I was the homeschool kid, so I just kind of wanted to fit in with people. Point number 5, it taught me how to slate. Now, I can slate for you, like I legit have scared people slating, not even kidding. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and judges. It's very scary. So the thing about slating is it's kind of also similar to actor slating, which is basically the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. Number 6. Pageants actually taught me a lot about real world experiences and things that I would find out in the real world. I actually learned how to write my resume 2 separate ways. One for pageants and one for 4-H. Yes, I did 4-H too. We will make another video all about that. But before I ever had to have a resume, I had a resume and a cover letter. Number 7, pageants actually gave me a lot of confidence. Whereas theater was great and it was performing, a lot of times it was these said lines that you memorized and then you went in front of a group of people and then you just said them. And pageants helped, first of all, build my stage presence and my stage confidence. And it actually taught me a little bit about improv, which I think is really great and super important, especially if you are an actor. I don't know, pageants and acting, it seems kind of the same thing to me. Whatever. And my last point is point number 8. Pageants just made me feel pretty. I didn't have a whole lot of confidence to begin with, especially not at the age of 13 when you're in braces and everything is awful. Everything makes you feel awkward. I mean, who doesn't want to walk around in a pretty sparkly dress, wave to people and give hugs and sign autographs and wear a tiara? Huh, kinda sounds like what I do now. So that's pretty much it. Those are my actual reasons for why I ever started doing pageants to begin with. But for any of you that are out there who are thinking like beauty pageants are full of like ridiculous, crazy people who are stuck up and like rude and whatever, let's be real for a second. The world is full of those people. No matter where you go, you're going to find someone who is mean or rude or stuck up, or those people are literally integrated into every part of our lives. Whether it be cosplay or your work environment or heck, beauty pageants. I have genuinely met some of the most wonderful human beings on the face of the planet just from doing beauty pageants. And don't get the name beauty pageant like stuck in your head for some reason. It's not like it's just one of those things where it's like, you just have to be beautiful to do a pageant. The thing about pageants is that they really focus a lot on inner beauty. That's one reason I did it, and that's one reason I loved it. Thank you so much for watching my piece. I'll catch you later.